on. Ray says, hey guys, what are some simple low maintenance products or services that we can sell on our agencies to boost retention and bring in some new recurring revenue from clients aside from domains, hosting, and email newsletters? Branding ad campaigns, remarketing ad campaigns, like monthly press releases, monthly review commercials using David Sprague's rep videos. That's fantastic for that kind of stuff because it's super easy to fulfill. You can charge a monthly fee to have a new video published every month or once a week or one every 2 weeks or whatever. That's another fantastic service. Monthly press releases, for real. Monthly press releases, charge a client $200, you buy it for 150 or whatever. Charge them $225, buy it for $150. You set it up on a recurring schedule. Now you've got automated revenue coming in from it. Remarketing campaigns. Like I said, I don't do Facebook ads and never have. I have no desire to ever do them either. But in Google, you can do Google remarketing with Display Network and YouTube, for example, right? Remarketing campaigns are very easy to set up and maintain. And it's another great revenue source because once it's set up, it's easy to maintain. YouTube ads, what I call branding campaigns. Those are great. I've been doing that for 4 or 5 years now with a lot of my clients where I'll charge $150 or it depends on how big of an area they want to cover. But for most of my clients that I do the YouTube branding campaigns, I tell them it's an indirect lead generation method. Why do I say it's indirect? Well, I've tried running YouTube ads for lead gen, for generating tree service leads. And I spent about $8,000 over the course of about 6 weeks buying data, testing ads. No shit. This was 2 years ago now that I did this. I spent about $8,000 in 6 weeks just buying data from YouTube. And I finally was able to get direct conversions from YouTube ads that went to a landing page that then would convert to a lead down to roughly $60 or like $58 per cost per conversion. After spending about $8,000 in 6 weeks and dialing the campaign in, but it's very difficult to get to monetize on a pay per lead basis when I'm paying $60 per lead, if that makes sense. It's difficult to make that profitable. At least it has been for me in the tree service industry. So I stopped doing that. But what I learned through that process is that YouTube ads work great for setting up targeting. And you can set up geographic targeting and you can set up audience or segment targeting, right? So custom segments, or you can use predefined segments like in-market segments or life event segments and things like that. And why I call it this is how I pitch it to my clients. I tell them like, hey, this is an indirect lead generation type campaign. I call it a branding campaign because it will keep your brand name in front of people so that when they are ready to order to request tree services or to have a tree removed or whatever, they're going to see, they'll think of you because they've seen your ad over and over and over again. So that goes for any kind of remarketing, but on YouTube specifically, because another thing is I found that a lot of YouTube ads will end up, you can go to look at the device report and it will show you. And a lot of YouTube ads, like more and more YouTube ads are being seen on TVs, on televisions than they are on mobile devices or computers, right? So more and more people are seeing YouTube ads because as more people get away from using cable services and use more kind of streaming services, YouTube, what's it called? YouTube Red or whatever is another, streaming TV service. And you can get ads, up on YouTube when it's my point that I'm trying to make is I'm seeing a lot over the last several years. We've seen more and more of the percentage of ads being viewed on televisions, right? So it's a great campaign. So anyway, what I was saying was, typically for most of my clients, I got a few of them that are double where they'll pay $300 per month for YouTube ad campaigns, but most of them just pay $150 a month. And like, I'll set it up with, $2 per day is my budget. Like that, they pay me $150 and I run the YouTube ads campaigns through my Google Ads account. Does that make sense? So they're just paying me a flat fee. And then I just take $2 per day. So $60 per month is what I use to fund the ads. And then I keep $90 a month to manage the campaign. That makes sense. But that's all that's needed because when you set up YouTube ads properly and you do it local, you set geographic targeting and audience targeting, segment targeting, et cetera. I mean, you can get, views for a few pennies per view. So a couple bucks per day can get, thousands of views per month. And they're all geo-targeted views, if that makes sense. So those are just several different services that I do, or what I call revenue multipliers. just some, you know, things that are easy to manage and maintain. Rep videos, again, is another great one, especially if you combine things like rep videos with YouTube ads. Now you've got, and also, again, you can stack a press release onto that too, right? Think about this. You could do a package deal where you do something like David Sprague's rep video, where you get one video per month and one press release that then promotes that video. So remember, you pitch that as a review commercial. A rep video is as us showcasing one of your 5-star reviews, right? And then you publish a press release that highlights that 5-star review with the video embedded in the press release, right? Now, when somebody does a brand search for the company, that press release will rank, the video will rank, it will populate the brand search with multimedia, so rich media. Does that make sense? And now you've got, again, a press release, which can be automated if you have scheduled press releases. Press Advantage does that, right? And so you could charge a client $300 a month for a rep video and a press release per month. And you can set that up to where it's literally automated. And that's, again, another great revenue source that actually produces an effect. So there's a lot of good things you can do. Just get creative. Look for services that can be automated.